Hello and welcome to another New Reality Network Daily. I'm your host Thomas Lynch, and here are today's headlines from the world of virtual reality. Samsung has announced that its C Lab will be showcasing some of its new concepts and prototype designs at the Mobile World Congress this week. The most interesting of which includes Samsung's foray into smart glasses called monitorless. The glasses look like real shades and work as a remote control VR and AR solution that enables users to use devices such as smartphones and PCs without a monitor. In a recent video released by Samsung, they showed the smartphones being used as a controller for the screen. Samsung C Lab has stated that monitorless is designed to address the fact that there isn't enough AR and VR content currently available. Users can switch between AR and VR and can even play high-capacity PC games on a mobile device. The monitor glasses will be showcased at the Samsung C Lab stand at this year's MWC in Barcelona. In other news, Google has released a new entry into its Immersive VR YouTube series, which uses 360-degree video to explore issues faced by Googlers. Titled Desi, the short film follows Desi Dimbitsara, a UX designer working for Google while living and working in Paris. Viewers can stand shoulder to shoulder in virtual reality with Desi and explore her challenges, successes, and sense of identity as you travel with her around Paris and back to her childhood home. Google Immersive VR is devoting the series to explore the nuances and complexities of race, diversity, and identity by exploring how real people interact with the world and how the world interacts with them. In legal news, we have a new update on the ongoing ZeniMax versus Oculus dispute. ZeniMax have now requested an injunction that threatens to interfere with Oculus sales and the usage of Rift and Gear VR headsets. Since the verdict was returned awarding ZeniMax $500 million, ZeniMax have asked for an injunction against Oculus using code material, including its VR implementation code and VR testbed code in products. If the injunction is granted, then Oculus would have to rewrite the infringing code from scratch or get a license from ZeniMax. Now we have a special report from our On Location reporter, Michael Smith.
Thanks, Tom. I'm here at Birmingham City University's Parkside building, and we're here to interview MA course director Paul Bradshaw, who runs the multimedia platforms and online journalism course. So we wanted to speak to you because obviously you're quite renowned in journalism. We wanted to find out how you think VR and 360 is changing journalism at the moment.
I think VR and 360 is part of a broader change in journalism towards multi-platform, multimedia reporting. Up until even only 10 years ago, most reporters worked in a single medium and they had to work within quite limited formats. What VR and 360 does is give journalists an option to tell a story in a different way, through a different medium, and choose how that integrates with other aspects of their reporting. So is it going to be alongside some text or video or audio? Is it going to be the only piece of information? The other thing that VR in particular allows, I think, journalists to do is help people, help readers, users, viewers to explore environments that don't actually exist in reality, so going into kind of molecular level if you're doing science reporting or outer space. And likewise, I think 360-degree video allows reporters to give over some control to users that they didn't previously have, because directors would choose where to point the camera.
So those are just some thoughts about the world of 360-degree and VR journalism. Now back to the studio with Tom.
Thanks for that report, Michael. In healthcare news, students from MIT, Sloan, Cambridge in the US have won $25,000 for creating a brand new VR platform aimed at improving elderly care. Created by classmates Dennis Lally and Reed Hay, the startup uses multiple VR headsets, a tablet, and custom software to allow residents to experience content custom-made by Rendeavor. This includes visiting a childhood home, exotic countries, or simply seeing their family members. The headsets can be linked so residents can experience VR together. The $25,000 prize will help the development of Rendeavor and fund their research, with a second trial of the platform commencing soon. It is hoped the platform could potentially aid in the early diagnosis of health issues, including dementia. Now, getting an MRI scan can be a scary and worrying process, but healthcare workers at King's College in London have developed a new app titled My MRI that is designed to make that process less worrying using 360-degree video. The app provides patients with a video that guides them through the day-long process, demonstrating each step and explains what to expect. The hope of this app is to prepare and calm children ahead of time so it becomes a much smoother process. In this week's new releases, we have a couple of rather interesting entries making the headlines. First up is the announcement of a new app that is being launched by the NBA for Google's Daydream device. The new app, simply titled NBA VR, will feature brand new original content, including House of Legends. The House of Legends will feature various former NBA legends being interviewed and talking about latest stats from recent games. Users of the app will be able to enjoy this content from a luxurious VR lounge space and is customizable with their team's colours. It will also feature fully functional half courts, and users can go on virtual tours of arenas too. The app will be releasing soon, but will only be available on Google Daydream devices initially. Finally, as we mentioned earlier, the Mobile World Congress will be taking place in Barcelona this week. Many of the world's technology media will be converging on the show to find out the latest in future mobile technology. The BBC's Click programme will be broadcasting from the show floor in 360 degrees throughout the course of the week. This will result in a special 360 show to be released on iPlayer soon. To find out more and keep up to date with the broadcast, you can follow the show on Twitter at BBC Click. And that's all for this edition of New Reality Network Daily. Be sure to tune in regularly for the latest headlines and news stories from the world of virtual and augmented reality. I've been Thomas Lynch, and thank you for watching.